Hello and welcome to a new episode how to learn JavaScript from beginner to advanced. In this tutorial we will learn how to create a promise in JavaScript and use async way to handle it efficiently. By the end of this guide you will understand what a promise is, how to resolve and reject a promise, how to use async way to handle asynchronous. Let's dive in. What is a promise? A promise in JavaScript is like ordering food at a restaurant. You place an order, that means create a promise, and then you wait for the food. This is the resolve. Or you didn't receive nothing because the food are not ready yet. This is the reject. A promise can be in three states: pending, when you're waiting for an operation to complete; resolved, when it's fulfilled, operation was successful; and the rejected, operation failed. Okay, now let's start it. Let's creating a promise. Firstly, I will create a simple function some async task. Okay, and I will close the bracket. I create this function, and in this function I will return a promise. For this I will use return new promise. Here I create a new promise using this keyword new promise. Promise is the object now because we work with promise now, and new is a constructor for creating this new promise. This promise take a function because the syntax for promise is promise callback function. Okay, I put callback, and inside this callback I have two parameters, resolve and reject. Let's put these two parameters, resolve and reject. Okay, I have a function who return a promise with two parameters, resolve and reject. A promise have a callback, and inside this callback we can put some logic now. For example, we can simulating a success or a failure. For this, create a variable, let success, and we take mad random is a function who take a number randomly to 0 to 1, and here I put in my variable mad random is greater than 0.5. If the number is greater than 0.5, we say the task was successful. If the number is less than 0.5, the task failed. So every time we run this function we have 15% chance of success and 50% chance of failure. Let's now resolving or rejecting the promise, because should to create here inside a condition. Now if success and here we call resolve with task completed or task successful, task successfully, and else reject, task failed. is a string, you should put between these quotes. Okay, till now just I create a function with a promise, but now if success is true, we call resolve. No, if the number is greater than 0.5, and if success is false, we call reject and pass an error. Now let's create an async await function. After this function, we'll know about how to write an async function, how to use an await to handle promises or catch error like using try catch. Okay, let's create this async function. For this we should put before the function, we should put async keyword. Okay. Async function, my function. When I put async in front of function, I tell JavaScript, hey, this function will have asynchronous operation inside. No, I put async, I tell JavaScript, be carefully because I have asynchronously code inside. Okay, and inside this our function, we will try to handle the success. We want to run this function inside and wait for it to complete. Okay, let's see how to do this. We use try catch block. No, let's put the try catch block, try, and after catch. In catch you catch the error. Okay, now what should to put inside this try? We create a variable let result, and we await from this function some async task from this function. No, I create let result and I await from this function. What happening here in this function? What is with this await? Because it's a new keyword, await. Await tell JavaScript pause here until some async task will finish. About this function is some async task. Stop here until my some async task, this function, will be with success or with failure. And okay, JavaScript run, and in this part will freeze the function until will be resolved or success or fail. This function will be freeze. Okay, let's continue. After this I will console.log the result I want to display. And in the catch I will try to catch this error. In final I will call the function, this function. Okay, now let's see the result. oops, something went wrong. Okay, again something went wrong. Why something went wrong? Because jump directly in the catch, because here the condition is if success, and I put with one s. Okay, now task successfully. Now the number is greater than 0.5. Now oops, something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong, and error, task failed. This is error because when I put here error, I display the text from reject. Again, oops, something went wrong. Again, task successfully. This because I have this message here. Okay, let's let me to zoom this. I have here two functions. First function where I create a new promise, or I create a promise, and I return this promise with two parameters, resolve, reject. I create after this condition, and after this I create an async function with await. This awaiting from this function, awaiting this function. Okay, you can create a function here. I can to delete the return, because if I write here I return directly a promise is okay to be returned. Here I return directly in the function, but also I can assign to a variable this, let my promise equal, okay, but now doesn't work, and should return my promise here. Now should return this promise. Now should work. Undefined my promise. Okay, where I think I didn't put in the right place, maybe here. Okay, and now working. Task successfully, task successfully. Okay, I create here a function. After this I create a promise and I assign to a variable, but this promise I will return, because if I don't return, this promise doesn't work. If you want to return directly, don't create a variable and return directly in the function this promise, and work also. Okay, that was all for today. I hope you understand how work this async await. Async await is a good approach for handle a promise. You should understand how to create a promise. Async is for tell the JavaScript be carefully because you now work with asynchronous operation, and inside you put also await. Here if you put async in front, is mandatory to have await. Await freeze the function till will be successful or with failure this function. No, do you see here? I create a promise also with two parameters, resolve and reject. That was all for today. All the best. Have a nice day.